Hello, YouTube. Hope you guys are having a wonderful year, wonderful day, or had a wonderful day after this video has been recorded. I'm trying to fix this here. So today, I'm just gonna talk, and while I talk, I'm gonna prepare a candle. Okay? I made this video already in my Santa Muerte student page, because I always do videos there, give a little bit of more depth knowledge, right? Anybody that has good intentions is welcome to the page. Only thing I ask is that it's a real Facebook, right? That is not a Facebook that you just made a few hours ago, because I will not accept those. And my admins and the people that I put there as monitors and admins know the rules, and they definitely will not accept you either. But anyways, I want to talk to you about limitations. Following man-made rules. A couple of weeks ago, I had two friends tell me something. Right? We were having a conversation, and they shared with me this rule that they found, right? And my reaction was like, what the? Just like that. Right away, my two senses, right, kicked in. That was a joke, by the way. But anyways, my senses kicked in, and I normally don't get into this gossip thing. But then I see it for myself, and I see other people like following these rules. But understand that these are man-made rules, right? Now, if you made rules for yourself and you're following those rules for yourself, that's fine, that's cool, right? But to go online and tell people that they should follow these rules is when I was like, aha, now you just gave me the rights to criticize, right? Because now you're telling me what I should do. Even though I'm not into that. I like to stay quiet, say what I'm going to say, teach what I'm going to teach, because it should show you guys different ways of doing something. Am I saying that I know, that I claim to know everything? No, I don't. My thing that I like to do is give you guys example on how something can be done. Because at the end of the day, there is no right or wrong way. The only right way is what you feel is necessary, what you feel necessary to do, what that higher self, your soul, your spirit, that God feeling is telling you, you need to do a spiritual work, light up a candle, do a jar, right? The spell working, the magical element of spell working, or the energy manipulation. Let's call that energy manipulation, right? Whether it's a candle, oil, doll, whatever you want. The only right way is the way that your higher self tells you, right? Because it's you working with your own gifts. See, a lot of people have this misunderstanding that because you have a spiritual teacher, you have to be a copy of that spiritual teacher, that you have to become them. And that's not our job. That's not what we are trying to tell you, or at least me, when I speak to my students, right? My my purpose is to help you open your own spiritual gifts and for you to understand yourself. I don't want you to become a copy of me. I'm one of a kind. You're one of a kind. We all are one of a kind. But when you're busy trying to be a clone, a copy of your spiritual teacher, you're not finding out who you are. You are trying to become someone else. You're not opening your spiritual gifts. You're following somebody else's rules. Am I saying disrespect your teacher? No. But go with the understanding that by understanding yourself, right? By knowing who you are, is where you actually know or become that teacher yourself. It's when you know that you can listen to your higher self, or let's use those spirits around you, right? Now you have the ears to hear, and they start telling you, do this, do that, do there, do that, right? Your higher self will never betray you. Now, am I saying that by you listening to your higher self, what you do will always work? No. Sometimes we have to work at it, work at it, work at it, work at it, work at it. Push the energy, push the energy, push the energy until we get the results. Sometimes the results happen as soon as you turn on that candlelight, right? The wick. As soon as you turn it, sometimes it happens hours. Sometimes it takes way longer. Sometimes it takes years, right? It's what goes against you is the level of patience that you have. And the level of negativity you have to yourself. Is this really going to work? You see those words that I've said? Is this really going to work? Now you have doubt. So you need to understand on how that works. How your own negativity could damage a job, whether it's either for you or a client. What I do is, I got to do this. I do it. I put my thoughts and my energy and I let it go. I don't think about it. I let it go. I'm thinking about it, or I'm manifesting, or I'm seeing the picture of what I want to happen while I'm doing the job. But once I'm done with it, that's it. I let it go. If I come back next week, I come back and do the same thing. Think about it, what I want to happen, give that idea, make the movie in my head, see it happening, right? Finish it, let it go. But if I start having doubt, let me try that. I want to see if it works. Right there. See the words that I'm saying? I want to see if, the word if, it works. Now you're going against yourself, right? Or you're doubting yourself. Or you're not believing. A lot of people use the word, I have to see it to believe. Me, I want to believe before I see it. Now, I'm going to use this energy working with Mitsikatikwa, Santa Muerte. Right? Now, going back to the story before I do this. So I'm talking to some friends and say, hey, dude, bro, did you know the new rule? Have you seen the new rule on Santa Muerte, right? And I was right. What new rule? That now Santa Muerte only works 5 days out of the week. This week you must rest. And I'm like, who made up this rule? It's like, hey, it's online, right? They're online, and I go and I see, and I'm like, huh. So you're telling me that people now have to take a break this 2 days And you're telling me that you're using the Santa Muerte as an excuse that she said it. And I'm like, well, since I know you've been talking shit about me, now I know what the days is it that you rest, and now I know the days that I could fuck you up. Because you're not working that day. But that's not the point. That was meant more as a joke, right? The point is, death has no break. People die every minute, every second, every day, every hour, every week, every month, every year. Death does not have a break. And if you're working with their energies, now is it okay that you say, listen, guys, I think we, as a spiritual practitioners, we should have 2 days to ourselves and rest. But don't tell people what are the days that you should rest. Let them decide. Let them decide if they want to rest. If they want to work 7 days a week, 24 hours, that's up to them. But the point of the thing is, when we follow these rules, we are putting limitations to ourselves. And now people are misinformed, and now you say, oh man, and they go out there and they start teaching, you have to take this day off and that day off because Santa Muerte said it. Now, I went more deep with this in my Santa Muerte online page on Facebook. I will put the link to the description there. Like I said, there's the admins are very picky who they choose to get in there, right? If you have no photo of yourself, if you just made an account, we've been having a lot of people try to get in and they start saying you guys are going to hell because Jesus doesn't want this, right? And they make fake accounts to go and do that. But if you guys want to learn more depth of what I'm talking about, I suggest that you join the page and hear to what I have to say in there, in the private group. Now, I'm not here to criticize people. I just think that spirituality, when you say I'm spiritual, you gain freedom. But when you have to follow a whole bunch of rules, man-made up rules, you just stopping yourself. So what I used here is cleanse yourself, right? This is our version of Florida water from the Healing Priestess. Do you have to use that? No, but if you want it, I'll put the link to in the description where you can get it. Because what I'm going to do is cleanse this. You can use Florida water as well. I'm going to cleanse this candle. Because if you go get a candle at the Botanica, La Yerberia, the Juju shop, every day people come and they touch the candle, right? They transfer energies to it. Now, this candle is not from the Juju shop. This candle is not from the Botanica. This candle is made by us. And the special candles that we use when we have clients and we're doing the work, right? We don't just go into the Botanica and buy candles. Everything that we do is from scratch, okay? So as you can see, this candle, all the way at the bottom, that's herbs. And it has herbs all inside, herbs in there, right? This is what we call an Abre Camino candle. The Abre Camino has been ritualized, right? The wax itself has been prayed on. That is a candle that you can get in a shop, but if you don't have it, can you use a regular candle? Yes, cleanse the candle. Because at the end of the day, what matters is the energies that you put on it, right? The intentions that you put on the candle. Now, what I'm going to use for this, because this is Santa Muerte channel, I'm going to use Santa Muerte, right? Road opener. As you can see, you have the stick, you have leaves, you have a whole bunch of stuff in there. There you go. That's how packed this oil is with things. So what I'm gonna use is 3 little drops. 1, 2, 3. Then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rub this all around. Some other oils you can use your hands, some of them you will need gloves. And this one is all natural, it's all organic, no scent in there. Right, I'm gonna rub this all over. Now the candle itself already has the material inside, but I wanna kick it a little bit more. I wanna give it a little bit more boost, right? Now, I'm gonna use this other herb here that many people don't know. That is called pirul. Pirul is an herb that has been used on the Mayans and the Aztec when we come to energy manipulation, right? Spiritual work. Or what a lot of people call magic. But see, I use the word magic, but I don't like to use it because when I talk, when I think about magic, I think about card tricks and putting rabbits out of that hat. So energy manipulation, because we are trying to manipulate energy, right? We're doing spiritual work, labor espiritual. Now, I'm not saying this is the only way. There are multiple ways, but this is a quick example of how I dress a candle. If you like it, you can do it. If not, use your own way. There are many examples on how to do it. There's no right or wrong because I'm using my intuition, my spirituality, right? Another thing that is very important is learn your history. What is it that you're practicing? Your veneration, right? Learn your history before you start going into this man-made rules. Yes, everything is man-made. But man-made rules that do not make sense. Now, I'm not here to criticize people, but I was like, what the fuck is that rule? Before it was like, oh, you cannot do love magic or energy manipulation with love if you don't have a red candle. You have to have a red candle. That word, you have to. You're basically telling people that there's no other way. I'm gonna make this pretty. Isn't that right? Like I said, I did this already on the student page where I went into more details because that's what the page is for, where I go more in detail, more in depth. Because it's a private page. Then I could say whatever I want without a lot of people criticizing it. Oh no, you're wrong. Okay? I'm not telling you guys I know everything. I'm just giving you an idea. So you see that? It's not heavy. Also, what we're trying to do is keep those herbs as small as possible. Now you can use something to crush them and powder them, which is way better. Because what happens if we put big chunks of herbs, like if I come with this leaf of pirul, right? The chunk like that, and I put it in there. What happens when the wax starts melting? This will go into the flame and start smoking, and then it will light up on fire. Now it looks like you have 2 wicks. And then the other thing that happens is this right here, the rim will turn to black, and then you start freaking out and say, she said it didn't go through because there was a whole bunch of black and the rim was dirty. Hey, you're using oils, you're using leaves. If the oil that you use has fragrance, right? Ours doesn't. It's 100% all natural. But if you use an oil that has fragrance, it's gonna smoke different, right? Let's use common sense. People freak out and they send me pictures of candles, right? And they're like, does this mean that my petition wasn't accepted? Why? Because again, there's people out there saying that your petition wasn't accepted because this was all black. But the wax, if it's a scented wax, the wax itself has chemicals, right? Those chemicals burn different. Those chemicals smoke different. Then on top of that, if you're using fragrance oils, It's gonna burn different. Then you have herbs that might burn and smoke a lot, and it's gonna smoke your rim. Let's use common sense. Don't get taken advantage of, because this is what happens. You go to somebody and you said, I burned this candle, right? And it turned out black. Oh, you have brujeria. If you pay me this much money, then I could take the brujeria away. Come on. Let's get real here. Don't take advantage of people. Okay? We know those little tricks already. And you know who I'm talking about. Okay. Use your energy. Stop trying to be a copy of someone else because this person said you have to do it this way. No, what we're trying to do is give you guys an idea. So then you have an idea, and then you might say, well, I'm not gonna do it that way. I'm not even gonna use a glass candle. I'm gonna use a 1 hour candle. I'm gonna use a 7-day hourglass candle. Whatever you want, right? Because you're using your own spirituality, you're using your own intuition, you're using your own spiritual gifts. It's simple as that. And put all the energies that you can. Be positive in what you're doing. If you go with that mentality, I'm going to do it and I'm going to see if it works. If, the word if it works, now you're putting doubt in yourself. Instead of saying, I'm going to do this job right here, and it's going to work. Guess what? You did it. Maybe it didn't go the way you wanted. Try again. Maybe it didn't go the way you wanted that time. Try again, keep trying it till eventually you're going to get there. Right? Because I'm going to use an example, and I use this in class with the people that I'm teaching, right? Let's say you've been out of the job for 6 months. Now you got bills piled up, right? Your money's going away. Your bank account is drying up. Now you start to panic and you start to worry. Only you yourself know your needs, and only you know that feeling. Somebody just left you. You want a second opportunity, right? I'm not saying this is right, but as energy manipulators, and you are adults, we could speak about this, right? Some people might not agree with using negativity. Some might. Some, who cares, right? But some people are very sensitive. But hey, if you don't like it, go to another channel, right? Or just skip it. Somebody just left you. You want a second chance. You want to use a little bit of energies to maybe bring them back, right? But see, only you yourself know the pain that you're going through here. I don't. You do. So use that energy. Use that feeling that you have in here to make this work. It's a tool. Now, candles like this have been blessed, have been ritualized, right? They have all the herbs in here that you need. This candle has been worked out. This is not a commercialized candle that is from a factory that here comes a conveyor belt and puts the wax in there. There's no energy put in there, and then they sell it. It's just to sell, right? It's a commercialized candle. Those candles, this is not. This is something that has taken hours to make. The herbs have been ritualized under certain energies of the moon. It has been given the sunlight. It has been given prayers, right? And then on top of that, it's being made. And then after it's made, it's put in front of a certain energy for it to charge it. So it takes a lot more time, and it's a ritualized candle. It's not meant for commercial use that is going through machines. Nobody's putting intention in it, right? They're different. But am I telling you that this is the only candle that will work for you? No. It's up to you what you decide what will work for you, and the energies and the intentions that you put in it. It's simple. Okay? Now, if you guys are interested in the products that I use, we have epazote. Okay? These are available in our shop. But the oil that I used was the Toothmonger. Okay, oil, that's me. The Toothmonger Santa Muerte Money oil. And then we use the Healing Priestess Cleanse Yourself. This is a version of Florida water. It's a cleaning spray where I used to cleanse the material. If sometimes I go out and I feel like I picked up something, right? I spray it on. It's a quick video, guys. I'm gonna be doing a little bit more of this. But if you're interested in more videos with a lot more explanation, please join Santa Muerte Online with the Truth Monger. I'll put the invitation link there. You guys are welcome. You have a blessed day.